Mike from xpdiy.com. This is actually a special request from James in New Jersey. Wrote to me and asked, hey Dom, how do you put corner bead on the outside of a wall? And he was explaining to me about different types of tape, that corners that he was trying to use, such as the paper and so forth. Well, James, that's not how you do the outside. Outside corner is real important that you use a metal one that's nailed on. It may seem a little bit involved, but it's actually a lot easier for the most part than these other plastic ones that you can get. I mean, honestly, they're junk. All right, so a metal one, it's shaped as an L, as you can see. One thing you want to do, you don't want to make, before you put it on, you want to make sure that it is an L and actually a little bit more closed, okay? If they're open too much, no good. You gotta just squeeze them like that and close it up a little bit, not a lot. All right, you still want an L shape out of it, but a little bit like that, because you're gonna be opening that up somewhat. Real simple. Put it against your corner. But hey, wait. Make sure your corners are nice and clean. In other words, let's make sure the rock is nice and straight. Make sure you don't have any pieces protruding out, because it just won't work right. You're gonna be there forever. Now this kind of corner bead, it's going to get nailed. Of course, you would want to go all the way up to your ceiling or whatever it may be that you're going up against, of course. And you're going to nail it, and you're going to alternating their nailing. First, you're going to bang that nail in so it's snug. You're not going to bang it in the mirror. That sheetrock is soft, so if you hit that nail in too much, well, that corner bead is going to bend in, and then you're going to get some funky thing going on, and then you're never going to be able to put your joint compound on it. So let me show you how we're going to nail this. All right, well, we went ahead and nailed that. You see, it was, pretty easy, just nice little taps. You don't want to bury that like I was saying. Now, a real good, easy trick. You're going to use a 5 or 6 inch knife. You're going to put your first coat on it. But what a lot of people end up doing, put too much on it. Now, it's not so much a corner, it's a round, right? You don't want to do that. With a knife, even that big, hold it against the corner. Now this edge is really always going to be exposed. The only time you're not going to see this, more or less, is when you paint it, okay? So just keep that in mind. You don't want to bury that up with mud. And if you really pay attention to this type of corner bead, this is protruding out somewhat. And you have the rest of this, which is going to take all your joint compounding, cover that up, and make a really nice looking corner. Get the knife, hold it against the corner, make sure it's holding against the corner, and your sheetrock itself. And you should, if you look straight down, you should have a gap in there. Let me give you a close-up of that, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Like I said, if you hold that knife to the corner and against the wall, you should be able to see a nice gap right in there, as you can see. Now that's a gap. You really want that. If your corner bead is touching that knife at any point, well, it's not going to look good. You really want to fix that. And so it really looks better that way. You just go down and make sure at no point is that hitting that metal at all. Make sure you're on that corner and against the wall there. And you're going to come up to your nails and make sure those nails are not touching that. Now, if all that's going to be good, no nails or anything's hitting that knife right there, this particular edge, you want that far away, then you're going to have an awesome, easy job of putting that corner on. Well, let me show you how to put a first coat of tape on this. All right, we got some mud. We're ready to put our first coat on the one side here. Now, I got a lot of joint compound on that, and that's okay. I mean, if you're trying to do this and trying to be neat, forget it. It ain't gonna happen. What I like to do on the first coat is just go down, put it on pretty sloppy, hold your knife about a 45-degree angle, go against the sheetrock itself and the actual corner of the corner bead, and scrape down. I mean, that's one coat. Oop, I just made a mess. And that's cool, because do it again. And there it goes. On the other side, now you'll notice that we have a lot of spoon out on the other corner. That's fine. Let's put some on the other side and go down the other side. And that's your first coat. It's as simple as easy as that. When you don't have anything protruding out, it makes things so much simpler. And that's one coat. And honestly, you can just put a second coat right on top of that, and then you're probably pretty good, ready for paint after that. Maybe a light sanding, and you're good. But again, you want to wait until the following day to put another coat on. 'Cause remember, this is going on really thick, not like if you were fixing taping something else. This is going on pretty thick, so it's going to take that much longer for it to dry. All right, I have one more thing to show you. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I didn't show you how to cut the corner bead. You know, chances are you're going to have to cut it, and cut a lot of it, right? Real simple. A pair of cutting snips, not cutting pliers or scissors, but actual tin snips. Okay. Real simple. What you do, you're not going to cut from the outside first. Don't do that. You're not going to cut the whole thing, of course. All right. You're just going to make a mark, whatever your measurement may be. You're going to cut one side completely to the corner, like that, and then go around, and then cut the other side, just like that. And simply, I mean, just a little twist. That's it. That's all you got to do. And once you're done, you're cutting it, and you're right before you're ready to install it, on those cut ends, make sure they're turned in a little bit. Okay, it's a lot easier turning those corners in now opposed to when it's on the wall, because then it's like virtually impossible. All right, I got another technique I want to show you on paper corner bead, which is not for the outside corner walls where you would hit it, but up in like in a soffit or something high that nothing could really ever hit it, carrying furniture in or your hands or anything like that. It's real simple. It's real easy. Let me show you. All right, check this out. Okay, I'm going to show you on a wall that obviously is in reach of getting hit. I don't have anything high to show you. So keep that in mind. Now this is a paper corner bead. It's still metal on the inside, so you're going to cut it the same exact way, but it's paper. You're not going to use a hammer and nail. Instead, you're going to use hammer and nail in a can. This is actually drywall corner bead glue. It's specially designed. It dries pretty quick. It goes on real easy. I mean, watch this. All right, I might have put too much on, but hey, oh well. You can let that tack up just for a few minutes. Believe it or not, it's really cool. Let it tack up. It dries really fast. Not so much when it's humid. Look at it. It's already tacky. Okay, you don't want it to dry too long because it's really not going to work too well. The corner bead, again, make sure it's not busted up, it's bent or anything. If you have a bent piece of corner bead, throw it in the garbage. Simply, right up and over it. Make sure it's nice and even. It's looking good. Give a little push. Go down on the edges. Make sure it's all good. Just like that. Done. Can't beat that stuff. But again, you wouldn't want to use this for somewhere where you can hit it. I mean, yeah, that looked really good and easy. But, you know, you give this a hit, that's it. It's falling apart, and all that joint compound, no good. And the same way that you tape the other piece I showed you is the same exact way. But, I mean, look at that. It's kind of hard not to use that everywhere. But don't. You'll regret it. Anyway, James, I want to thank you for your request, and thanks for watching.